you know, we're clearing a lot of cap space. We're getting who young players, but then also players who just want to be a Toronto Raptor. Um,
Yeah,
and I really like that. And I think as a small market, it's really hard to find that where a player like you just want a player who literally just wants to be here. And that's why I was really happy that we got RJ Barrett because I mean, because he is Canadian, he wants to be there. Because Kelly Olynyk is Canadian, he wants to be there. But even then, it's like players like Scotty Barnes, like seeing how happy, like I brought this up in like I think one of our like really recent podcasts, but just seeing how happy he was to get drafted by us. Like obviously, bro wants to be there. And he wants to be a star with us. Emmanuel quickly, he's open to with open arms. He's like, um, Toronto is like a great city to play in. I'll get to make it home, and he's going to become part of our core. It's really nice to hear young, impactful players say that they actually want to be with us. And it wasn't like Dennis didn't want to, be with us. It was just more so, it was just like
I mean, he wanted to start.
Dennis,
He was cool to be there as long as
yeah,
he started.
he he wanted to start. He wanted to be the star of a team, of a playoff team, and I get that. Um, but also it's just like everything doesn't always work out how you want it to work, and it's sad to see him go because he was good for us. But hopefully he can go somewhere where he can fulfill his desire. But I don't know. I mean, how do you feel about our moves?
To be honest, I don't really know much of him except for OJ Baji, and I know that he was solid in college, but I didn't know if he was really like doing anything in the league. My friend who's a Jazz fan, said he was doing all right in summer league and stuff like that, and he definitely can get a bucket. I don't know if his game translates that much to the league, but I mean, y'all are rebuilding, so what, like you said, whatever people that want to be there and be a part of rebuild are people that y'all need to prioritize, not like older vets that are looking to go be on a championship team like Otto Porter
Yeah,
or like Dennis Schroeder or Dinwiddie, for example, as well. I mean, and I don't know. I mean, I think these are the moves that are overlooked by teams that like when they're not competing, they like really are like the stepping stones to like making them a playoff team again.
yeah. I mean, and to be fair, I doubt this is going to be like a really long rebuild. I mean, a lot of our moves are to free up cap space, um, but
You just
also
gotta
like
find
yes,
someone that wants to play in Toronto, like you said.
exactly. I don't really know who the free agents are. Looking ahead to this free agency is about
Bron.
to come up in a few months, but I mean, we're gonna have cap space to sign someone, so it'll be interesting to see what players we go out there and get. But I like the move so far. I like the direction we're going. We're gonna hopefully, if we can tank a little bit more, we can
I was gonna say
as long as
y'all need to lose, bro.
yeah, because right now the our we have two first round picks and potentially could have a third one. Or well, I guess we have one first round pick and then one from the Detroit Pistons, which is like the 31st, but might as well be a first round pick. Um, you know, if we can win the lottery and stay in the top six, we keep our pick. However, if we lose our pick, or if the pick falls below six anywhere, it goes to the Spurs. So right now we are rooting for all the teams who are fighting for us for that sixth pick. And right now that is the Grizzlies, and they beat the Bucks last night. So we are still projected to have the sixth pick. So life is good. Life is good so far.
So you're gonna be a Hornets fan too, then I'm assuming, right?
Hey, probably, maybe. If you keep us from getting anything higher than six, I'm a fan of you, bro. I'm rooting. I'm rooting for y'all. I'm rooting for y'all.
You should be a Celtics fan then, because we're 25-1 against teams under 500. We are helping y'all out. Or no, we're not helping y'all out. We're in the
Yeah,
opposite.
no, we need y'all. We need y'all to lose to these teams. That's why.
Yeah,
That's why it's still and will forever be fuck the Celtics.
yeah.
Um.
Moves my team made. Um,
Yeah.
I'm fine. Xavier Tillman was cool. I like that. I'm cool with that. He's someone who can help rebound because I know we've had a lot of problems with rebounding, as well as I mean, he went to Michigan State, so I watched him play a lot. Grizzlies' career, I don't think he was like anything amazing. I think he was just one of those guys who came in during a blowout. Maybe it would have like an occasional like 15. But again, we don't need people to make star power. We're sort of just experimenting with anyone that can come off the bench and wants to play. We've been giving a lot of people minutes. We've been trying to give Jordan Walsh minutes, and he just hasn't really been playing as well as we would hope. Pritchard's been playing a lot better. Hauser's been playing great. So that's good to see. But I mean, yeah, it's again rebounding, which we need. And then we also bought in keep on forgetting his name, Springer, Jaden Springer from the
Yeah.
Sixers, who I whose comparison in the NBA was a Marcus Smart, so that's nice. And he's a good defender, which again we'll never shy away from. I think his Robert was saying that his shooting splits are really bad. So that's not great because I mean that's sort of what our offense thrives on is like being able to shoot the three. And I mean we'll live and die by that as we saw in the Heat series when we were shooting historically bad and we lost because we refused to do anything besides shoot the three. But I would have liked for us to go and get maybe Lonnie Walker instead, but I know he was highly looked after, as well as there was also people out there that like Drummond were talked about. Nick Richards from the Hornets would have been great, or we could have tried and I don't know. I mean, the problem is we don't have any assets. When you have a team that's like front loaded with stars like that, you really don't have much to move around other than just like looking for guys that are willing to come in on rotation and play like a cool like 10 minutes and maybe get like 4 or 5 points. Um, but it's fine. I think the team is still playing well. We're all liking each other, which is nice. And people are starting to realize that Tatum should be in the MVP conversation, which is also always good. But I don't think he'll win it, or it'll probably stay top five. I don't think he'll get anywhere closer than that, though.
Yeah. My only thing with Tatum is like I don't think he. I mean, of course, he's an important part of that team, but I don't think he elevates that team. If that makes sense. Like, I think that team would still be a pretty good team without
Yeah.
Tatum.
Oh, for sure. I don't know if I don't know if we'd be 42-12, but I mean, we'd definitely be a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
team. I think the argument is just being made that he's the best player on the best team in the league. So like there should be some argument for him at least being like talked about over some of these other people who aren't
he
whose
should be in
teams
the
aren't as competitive.
conversation, but I don't think he should ultimately be in the top three
No.
for me. But like you said, I like y'all's moves. You get a young guard who likes to hustle, play defense. Who's ever going to turn that opportunity down? Um, I like Xavier Tillman. There definitely is moments where bro is kind of a head scratcher when playing. But I think also, I, I think if y'all can get him in to the Celtic system and tell him, hey, we need you to play like this, and this, and don't do anything else but these things that we laid out for you. I think bro could be a phenomenal player for y'all. Um,
Really?
in college, he wasn't that much of a shooter,
No, he was not.
but
Yeah.
I know that during his pro workout, but then also in the NBA, he has shown that he can hit the three if called like if needed. Um, so I think that would be good for stretching out where you like maybe lineups where y'all take Kristaps off or Al Horford off. You're not losing that much.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think right now he's shooting 22.6 from three. But I'm not gonna lie, I feel like he's one of those players that on a random night could give you like three threes made.
Yeah.
Or like that would be
Which is good. It's all we
amazing for
really need.
him.
We're not asking for him to come off and bring a consistent amount of points off the bench.
Yeah.
First, we just need 1 to 2 sparks off the bench from anyone who's on our roster.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's a good bench player for that. Um, again, like you said, it probably would have been nice to go get someone like a Drummond or somebody like a Lonnie Walker. Um,
So I think we're
but
31st in rebounding.
that is kind of sad. Oh my God.
Yeah, like no, it's bad. Because I mean,
I
think
don't
about
know
it, all
for
the guys that are big for us are like shooters as well. So like they stay on the outside a lot. Like I think Derek White
yeah,
is up there for our leading rebounders. Like he might be one of them.
that's crazy. Yeah, no. I don't know. For me, the philosophy I always believe in is I feel like your team only goes as far as your rebounding goes,
Yeah,
simply for the fact of if you have really good rebounding, you can put up a lot of bad shots, or at least
which
a
we
lot
do.
more shots that you probably wouldn't put up because you can get the rebound and then just pass back out and reset and do it all over again. Um,
You say if Tatum's
but
putting up those tour dates, someone needs to go out and get him.
facts. Somebody could gobble them up and get like 20 rebounds a game. Um, but it'll be interesting to see how this move pushes y'all. I
Yeah,
don't
so I
think
don't
it's
know if
like
it moves
moving.
us at all in any direction. I think it just
It
keeps us
doesn't.
the
It doesn't.
same.
Yeah, it doesn't move the needle really anywhere, but it may be like, it helps with a little bit more playoff depth. Maybe this is an added extra person to the rotation that the rotation was going to be smaller, but maybe it lengthens it a little bit more for teams that are deeper they all might face, like the Cavs. Cavs have a pretty deep roster. Knicks also have a pretty deep roster. I know
Yeah,
Tibbs usually only plays around like max like 8 players, but I don't know. This is one of the deeper Tibbs teams I've seen in a while. Um, especially with them going out and trading for Bohan Bogdanovic, who was like a 20-point per game scorer, and Alex Burks, who is a player who has been unlucky in his career because bro has really been a great player, but it's been unfortunate he's always played on really bad teams. So I'm happy that Alex Burks finally gets to play on an actual good team. Um, but I'm really sad that the Pistons gave up Quentin Grimes. I really feel like that was like one of their like better 3-and-D pieces. Like I know they had Dante and Josh Hart, but I don't know. I feel like Quentin Grimes, like he started a lot of games for them. I feel like he brought like a lot of energy.
yeah,
But
I'm kind of
he gets
glad
to
he's
go
gone. To be honest, he always hooped against us.
exactly. It's like
Him and Quickly both always went off on us, and it was annoying. So I'm glad that those two are gone.
I don't know. I think the Knicks are definitely trying to build a team that's a little bit, more older with this move, especially of getting Bohan and Alec. But it'll be
Alex also
interesting to
played in New
see
York before, right?
Alec.
Yeah.
Yes. I think he played for them in like 2018 when they were like horrible.
The real
I actually think
tragedy
he
is
played
that
for
the
them when they
Pistons
still
let
had
go of
KP,
Killian
actually.
Hayes.
You want the Celtics to go get Killian Hayes?
So that's the real tragedy is that this person's got rid of him.
Yeah.
I'm sure Jerry John's not happy with that move.
I don't think Jhyrah cared that much, to be fair, honestly. Um, um, I mean, I think Killian Hayes can be a good player somewhere else, just
Where?
not
Go to
Spurs. Any
Toronto.
team. No, we don't need any more guards. I'm not even like
What
saying
what
that
if
to
he
hate. We just
what
don't.
if he wants to be a Raptor though?
I mean, maybe on like a vet men. I mean, we do have an open roster spot. I'm pretty sure. That wait to fill in the next like 10 days or something like that. So it'll be interesting to see who we add there. But yeah, I think the Knicks are already like, I mean, top 4 seed because they just passed the Sixers.
Yeah, I
They're a
wouldn't be
game and a
excited to
half.
play them in the playoffs. I'd said that earlier on, but I don't know if their
No.
team's more scary or less scary, but I still would not have fun playing them 7 games regardless.
Funny enough, they're a game and a half behind the Knicks or behind the Bucks, right? The Knicks are, and they're on a 4-game losing streak. I
The
mean,
Knicks
also
are?
it's not, yeah, it doesn't help that they're missing one of their 2 top players and
Oh, right, Randall's gone.
Julius Randle. But I mean, I don't know if especially with the Sixers not having Joel Embiid. I mean, of course, Sixers are still going to try to be competitive, but I mean,
Well,
if
bro,
the
and the
Knicks can
Bucks
just
being
like
dog
stay
shit.
afloat, yeah, and the Bucks are. It, I mean, of course, like I don't. I mean, I've seen a lot of reports about it, and I probably also believe it. They probably haven't had a full practice with Doc Rivers yet.
I don't care. He's
They're
two and
still trying to
six.
get. No, no, I don't know. I mean, I actually think they're 3-6 now. I mean, don't get it wrong. I am not a Doc Rivers supporter. Also, I think when it comes to any new hires, you got to give it some time. but